Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Democracy 3. My name is Obit Potato, and today we are going to try and hit 4 likes. So if you've got a spare second, then go ahead and smash that like button, and hopefully we'll get to 4 likes in this video. We managed to do it in the last couple of videos, so hopefully we'll manage to do it on this one. Okay, let's jump straight in. What is happening? Well, it's been a couple of days since I played, so let's just go over what the situation is. Okay, so pollution. This is a little bit of a problem for us. It's costing us 2.39 billion per turn. That's money that we could do with having, but it's not really an issue if we don't have it. Primarily caused by the introduction of this rare earth metal mining. So this is pretty much essential for us, but it does, increase pollution by like 23%, which is less than ideal. Weather prediction technology. It's pretty much useless. Makes a couple of groups more happy with us, but don't really care, to be honest. And most importantly, we're still running a massive budget surplus, and we of course have thousands of billions in reserve cash. So that is nice. That is good. We do have a little bit of a backup should anything fail. We do have quite a few red markers around, and I am eager to get rid of these. How are we going to do that? Good question. I think pretty much we need to improve the environment. The environment's looking at around 50% at the moment. We can do better than that, I think. Definitely, and that would sort of end both the asthma epidemic and the water shortage if we could do better in the environment sort of side of things. So that's probably what we're going to aim for. Pollution is sort of dependent on the environment as well. So we need to try and improve that. Obesity is coming down, but in fact, yeah, it's coming down. The food price, I think, is gonna went up a little bit thanks to this water shortage. We need to end that water shortage as soon as possible. That's a little bit of a problem. That is a little bit of a problem. Positive discrimination, yeah, we can pass that law. Let's go and introduce some new policies. Specifically, transport policies. Yes, that's what we need. Car emission limits, yep. Clean fuel subsidies, we're going to implement that. That's no problem. The environment is going to bump up the environment a little bit. It's going to cost us literally pennies in terms of our budget. Anything here? New car subsidies. We definitely do not want that. Car emission limits are probably what it's going to be. The only problem with biofuel is that it bumps up the prices of food, and that's really not what we want. So we're not going to go for that. I'm probably going to go for car emission limits. I think that's probably the correct move. Yeah, CO2 emissions, car usage. Yeah, the environment, that's going to be boosted by quite a bit. So that's why we're going to do it, and hopefully it will have the desired effect. Farmland acquisition program. Liberals. That's a nice little spelling mistake there. There's not really that much else that we can do. Synthetic meat grants, I think we're probably going to introduce because this is going to reduce the food price. Environmentalists won't like us, but it's going to increase poor earnings. It's going to decrease farmers' income and farmer membership. That's fine. That's not really an issue for us. It is going to cost us 5.7 billion, but as I've said so many times already, we do have the cash to deal with that. We've got the income. We've got the income to support that, but also we have the reserves. If anything goes, tits up, then we'll be in a good position. GDP is steadily decreasing. The global economy is going down slightly, but I'm hoping for a little bit of a recovery next turn. That would be nice. That would put us in an even better position. But I'm not too concerned by it. GDP has gone up a little bit, boosted by this scientific discovery, seemingly. That's good, that's not too bad. We're still running a budget surplus, of course, how could we not be? We've got so much money. 63.85 billion, and 2.667... No, yeah, sorry, no, that's not point. 2,667.04 billion worth of reserves. That's a heck of a lot of money. That is a heck of a lot of money. Middle-income people, they don't seem to like us that much, do they? I think we would probably do with reducing income tax. Yeah, we could probably reduce it from about 100 to about 40, perhaps. That would really make a big difference, I think, in middle income families, and it would obviously make us a little bit more popular. I wouldn't be surprised if that was indeed the case. Okay, speed limits. Raise speed limits. I don't think it really matters, does it? Unemployment has fallen. That's nice. How has it fallen? How has it fallen? Mars program. Yeah, the Mars program sort of taken effect. The Mars program. Jeez, the Mars program. Why are we still? We want to be reducing immigration, I think. I don't think we really want. Yeah, immigration. An increased immigration is increasing unemployment. We want to reduce that. Obviously, the compulsory language lessons are boosting immigration a little bit. Border controls. Yeah, let's scale this back. Scale immigration back completely. It's going to cost us a little bit more, but it's not too much of a problem. We're still running a budget surplus, which is nice. Our income did fall a little bit. Yeah, that's because we decreased income tax. Obviously, that's not a problem. GDP is holding steady-ish. I say ish. I don't really mean ish. I mean it's sort of slowly coming down, but it's a bit jagged. So we're all right. Obviously, we don't need the money. I mean, I think it's pretty clear now that we're in a pretty good financial situation, which is nice. It allows us to play a little bit more relaxed. Biofuel subsidies. This could be the one that we do. Anti-gravity cars. Subsidized school buses, bus subsidy. I think we're probably going to go with bus subsidies, to be honest. That's good actually. Poor earnings up, bus usage up, and that's going to get car usage down, obviously, which is what we want to see. We have introduced almost every single transport policy. I mean, there's really not that many transport policies left. I mean, look, I don't even need to scroll. Biofuel subsidies, we could do. We could, but at the same time, our food price is a little bit too high at the moment, I think, to justify doing that. The synthetic meat research hasn't really taken effect yet, so we'll wait until that starts getting a grip of the situation, and then perhaps we'll get started on that. Agriculture subsidies, it was increasing obesity, but it was also keeping our food price down, which sort of worked. Vertical farm subsidies, we could do that. We could do that. City farms. City farms. Let's try doing this. Oh, that just increases farmers and farmer membership. It's not really what we want. It doesn't really matter. What do we really want? We don't really want that. We want city farms. Did we introduce city farms? I don't think we did. Was it city farms that we introduced? The vertical farming subsidies. City farm. Did we introduce city farms? Yeah, we did already. Oh my goodness, I feel like such an idiot. That doesn't matter though. We're fine. We're still in a good position anyway. It's just the price of food that I don't want to get much higher. It could lead to a food crisis, and that's really, really not what we want. So we'll need to be wary of that. Synthetic meat research, that takes 12 terms to implement, so we're sort of in for the long run in terms of our food price coming down. Landmine, yeah, let's ban landmines. It doesn't really matter. We have a little bit of a budget deficit. Our GDP has obviously come down a touch. That's not too great, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Oh yeah, look, city farms, yeah, we cancelled this. We cancelled it, we introduced it, we cancelled it, whatever. Basically, the introduction of bus subsidies and increased spending in border controls mean that we're currently spending a little bit more than we've got coming in, but you know what? I don't even care. We have so much cash that it doesn't really matter. In fact, I would wager that we could probably cancel, we could probably get rid of income tax completely. We could probably just cancel the policy, and it wouldn't make that much of a difference. I don't think we really want to, though. It's just a nice little safety net there. But you know, I think we could, theoretically, if we wanted to. We could just cancel it, and we'd be absolutely fine. Obesity is coming down, but it's coming down slowly. We're spending as much as we can on this. That's fine. That's good. It's all right anyway. Not too much to complain about. It's just the price of food that's making, increasing obesity. Healthy eating campaign, that's funded to the max, increasing health by 5%, reducing obesity by 5%. That's good, that's nice. Water shortage, how's this looking? This should be starting to come down. The environment should be taking a large chunk out of it. The environment is starting to look up. Car emission limits, that takes 5 turns to implement. So obviously we do have a while before some of our landmark policies are fully implemented. Market meltdown, really not that important for us, to be honest. I mean, in the past, our GDP has proven to be very, very flexible indeed. Very, very flexible. I mean, there was a massive market crash here, and in 2 turns, our economy had rebounded completely, which is awesome, actually. And we're still only running a budget deficit of around 14 billion. So that's really not that much. Pollution. How's pollution? Pollution is going down at a rapid rate. That's awesome. I'm not sure if it's going to actually end, but if it did, that would be lovely. The asthma epidemic is definitely coming down. Very, very fast as well. So in the next 2 turns, I think we'll expect to see quite a few problems finishing. And obviously, if we can get rid of the water shortage, then the price of food will fall. Will fall a lot, which is very, very nice. And that is lovely. Unemployment's up. Yeah, that was a little to do with the global economy and stuff and GDP, I think, wasn't it? Yeah, well, the Mars program is still taking effect, so that's still going to continue reducing unemployment. The national monorail system is still coming into play as well. How many turns does it take the Mars program to take effect? 26. Wow, that's quite impressive. We're spending 45 billion a turn on it to get a Mars base. The UK, who would have thought, eh? DNA database, yeah, allow the database. It doesn't really matter. How's our GDP looking, actually? Our GDP held steady, didn't fall any further. Well, it couldn't really. The global economy is at an all-time low, so that's not ideal. If you see the global economy, yep, it's at low. But we did see a slight bit of recovery. Although obviously this market meltdown was obviously not as bad as this one. This one really took a nice chunk out of us. We're still running a budget deficit, obviously. Who wouldn't be in a time like this? We've got a deficit of 55.14 billion per quarter. That's not too bad. That puts us in a pretty good position, actually, because we've already got the reserves. We've built up the reserves over time, so to be honest, we're not too concerned. Citizen tests, citizen tests. Yes, that's how you say it. But no, that's a way that we could reduce immigration. Immigration looks like it's being reduced pretty heavily already through border controls. And that, to be honest, that doesn't really matter. That's the way we do it. We just keep spending on border controls, and that'll reduce immigration, and hopefully that'll reduce unemployment as well. So that's the plan. So over the next couple of turns, we should start to see a decrease in unemployment because immigration is coming down. Okay, great. What a turn. What an absolute turn. Okay, so we do in fact see a decrease in unemployment. That is nice. And we also see a marked increase in health. That's awesome. That's really, really good. The asthma epidemic has finally ended. The pollution has finally ended. And the water shortage has finally ended. So we should start to see, by the way, internet tracking doesn't really matter. We should start to see a decrease in food price. So that's already starting to come down. That's amazing. And that's going to start to fall very rapidly over the next couple of turns, hopefully. Obesity, that's still a little bit of a problem for us. But hopefully with the reduction in food price, we should genuinely start to see that obesity epidemic clearing up a little bit. Nobel Prize, that's a nice little boost to GDP. Patriots like us a little bit more. It increases the membership of Patriots, and Liberals are a bit more chuffed with us. That's nice. That's pretty good. Global economic forecast, yeah, that's fine. We're running a budget deficit of around 50.89 billion. So that's quite a substantial amount of money, and something that we should probably be tackling. But we've got a crazy amount of cash anyway. The global economy, what the heck is up with that? That is not a good place to be at all. No, no, no. Not good. Not good at all. We need our GDP to get its act together. Really, it is climbing steadily. That's nice, but I would like to see a little bit of a sharper increase before we can actually declare this recession over. We are spending a lot more than we actually have coming in, which does worry me, sort of. But at the same time, we could just boost up income tax by 50 billion or so, and that would put us in a good position anyway. I mean, from here to about here, it doesn't really do much. I mean, obviously scaling it all the way up, that would be a heck of a lot of money. But if we're just doing it by 50 billion or so, then that would be fine. But we've got the political capital to do it anyway, but we're not going to. We're just going to hold off for a minute. Everybody seems to be liking us, or at least nobody seems to be hating us. Apart from motorists, obviously. Yeah, darn those motorists. So, traffic congestion is going down. Good. I like that. That's good. That's a strong place to be. I think we'll probably end the episode here, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, obesity is going down, so hopefully in the next episode we will definitely see that being tackled properly. But for now, my name's been Obit Potato. If you've enjoyed them, please remember to like the video and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you next time. Bye!